There exists a story behind every review, good or bad, and it's these experiences that echo in the minds of customers days later. That's why we work to make each review its best. We here at Review Sage Consulting understand this importance and ask you one simple question. Are you ready to turn your experience into 5 stars? Helping hundreds of different restaurants, bar and grills, and family businesses nationwide, we turn the wisdom of our past into your future success. We here at Review Sage started our mission in 2010 with a simple goal in mind, making the best of bad experiences. With our team consisting of top-notch marketing consultants as well as former restaurant owners, we serve as a bridge communicating the concerns of the customers into ways of improvements for owners. Through our values of honesty, transparency, collaboration, and active listening, we work to take your establishment to the next level. With our uniquely tailored solutions, we treat every project as if it was our own. We take the shortcomings often overlooked and transform them into remarkable experiences that will have customers tripping over themselves to come back. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Austin Gilmore, and I work as a sales and marketing associate for the wonderful family at Review Sage. I wasn't always a part of Review Sage family. A distant time in the past, I was once a restaurant owner myself. Working day in and day out, I strived to keep my business afloat, yet sadly came up short and was forced to shut down shop. Understanding firsthand what it's like to watch your dreams slip away, I dedicated myself to ensure that experience was uniquely mine. With this former experience in hand, I work to bridge the gap that often forms between the host and the customer. It is often difficult for an owner to read these reviews unbiasedly, as the emotional work and stress they've endured can prevent them from wanting to understand the complaint made. This is where Review Sage becomes a saving grace, as we understand not only the concerns of the customer, but the heart and soul owners poured into their establishment. The restaurant we will be looking at today is known as Grazing Here, a remarkable establishment born in the heart of Georgia. This signature burger restaurant found in Peachtree City offers a memorable in-house dining experience. With a selection of 26 different beers on draft, Grazing Here amplifies the night with live music performances and a delicious selection of homegrown ingredients. Zooming out on Peachtree City, we come to understand the competition this signature burger restaurant faces. There exists a plethora of fellow food shops in the surrounding area that present a complication. Places such as Ted's Montana Grill, as well as Grinds and Wines, offer a wider variety of menu options, yet lack the in-house music experience offered by Grazing Here. We see firsthand how these small details can make all the difference as we look at the reviews such as this one here. We see how even though these individuals chose to dine at a competitor's restaurant, they still think about how much better Grazing Here is thanks to their care in something as simple as fries. Grazing Here has made it a staple of sorts to create an atmosphere that always has you wanting to come back. And they have achieved this through a combination of electrifying live music and a delicious selection of beers to go with it. We see one happy customer couldn't keep away as they state, "My family has always had a good time here. Live music and shuffleboard table made it fun. Burgers, sweeties, their sweet potato wedges, and beverages are good. Creating a welcoming family-rich environment gives life to the city of Peachtree as many flock to enjoy the night to come." What's more, we see how this care for customer service can even improve the shortcomings the restaurant may experience. We see here that even though some may find the menu of Grazing Here to be limited, the experience of good music and good drinks allow for people to enjoy the nights regardless if they were feeling like eating a burger or not. It's hard for a person to keep eating the same meal, yet thanks to this wide selection of drinks and music, people can't resist coming back. In addition, Grazing Here seems to have a reputation for its delicious homemade sweet potato wedges, as there exist countless remarks of people truly loving them. While good sides make a meal, the extreme care for the customers truly carry this establishment above the rest. We see here the customers remark on the facts that they had lost their wallet the previous night, and upon returning to retrieve it, the wallet had been untouched by anyone other than the employees. Now, Review Sage understands well enough that it's impossible to make every meal perfect, and a negative review may just seem like a way for people to vent their anger out on the owner. This may be true for some, but that isn't what we do at Review Sage. Browsing the negative reviews left by some, it is evident that a primary concern for Grazing Here is the overall quality and care placed into the food served. Looking at the variety of the reviews displayed before, we see multiple individuals felt sick or rather unwell in the following days thanks to the meals served. One review stated the wings were average and edible at best. The celery and the carrots were subpar and old. Furthermore, a customer stated, it strikes me as a sports bar with an emphasis on too many TVs and very little attention to food quality. These reviews present the fact that while the environment may be welcoming, the food that they claim to be delicious and farm fresh is leaving people feeling unwell, making them not want to return. Bad food and poor quality of drinks seem to not be the only problem Grazing Here is currently facing. While they focus on creating a rich family environment and succeed at doing so, there is evidence that points to personal strifes complicating and losing the customer's business. Now, it may be hard to always comply with unruly customers, but it comes more so of a problem when it results in bans from the establishment. We see here a story from one customer. While being a returning team that would frequently participate in events with multiple paying customers, they had a frequent problem with the quality of the burgers served at the establishment. Upon making a complaint to the owner, which seemed innocent at first, the team ended up being banned from participating in future trivia events. Thus, a simple complaint of care for the food turned into a ban on multiple people. Furthermore, we see again another case of a customer receiving a ban due to complaining about the quality of their food. What is worse is the customer also stated that their friend who was dining with them that night had begun to feel sick for the following 2 days due to the meal. With the connection of poor quality of food along with unsatisfactory customer service, Grazing Here becomes rather unwelcoming to outsiders. Now that we have studied both the weaknesses as well as the strengths that Grazing Here offers, we must ask ourselves how well are they doing in comparison to other similar restaurants in the area? The Curious Pig as well as Grinds and Wines have been doing significantly well in terms of customer satisfaction. We see that the Curious Pig has a 68% 5-star review rate, and Grinds and Wines follows closely behind with a rate of 56%. Now, it may seem like it might not matter that much. However, looking at Grazing Here, we see that the others nearly double its rating of 28% for 5-star ratings. And, upon reading the reviews listed, we understand that the reliability of serving quality food carries the other two restaurants way above Grazing Here. Remarks such as, this restaurant has strong cocktails and the highest quality scratch chicken, quality southern food staples, along with the quote, the pita bread was also fresh and so good, show what Grazing Here needs to fix. And it depicts the areas of improvement needed for Grazing Here to become a 5-star experience. Understanding the underlying problems this restaurant faces, I would like to present before you opportunities in which we can massively improve these ratings and garner the proper support this place deserves. Now, looking at these reviews, it has become clear that the first thing Grazing Here should focus on is perfecting the menu that they have presented to the customers. This would involve training the kitchen staff to master the meals that would be cooked throughout the night, which would then lower the dissatisfaction rate of the customers, lowering the meals being returned to the kitchen and making everyone much happier. In addition to this training, we will be placing a heavier focus on healthy team collaboration in not only the kitchen, but the entire workplace. Promoting a supportive environment for both your team and your customers will decrease the chances of personal disputes and disruptions becoming interrupting business. This will allow your team to work with reduced stress and enable them to focus more on producing delicious meals and happy faces. And with this new supportive work environment in place, we can eliminate the annoyance of equipment not working properly, in addition to workers feeling as if they're understaffed at times. Grazing Here has developed an amazing place for people to enjoy. We just have to remediate the natural human hiccups that occur and prevent misplaced anger losing us customers. The opportunities I presented before you were a way of combating the threats you are challenged with as a place of business. This lack of customer care has tainted the enjoyable experience that live music creates and even prevents some customers from returning. We see this to be true for many, as one customer stated, came to see the band, people stand at your table and block the view. Management won't do anything about it. Terrible service. Won't be back. Stay away. It has reached the point where customers are warning each other to stay away from this place and simply go to one of the nearby competitors. Losing out on your live music draw would be troublesome, but it's the lack of quality food that could potentially eliminate your customer base. We see here one customer states, the burgers were incredibly greasy. We felt horrible after eating it, never again. These customers are receiving less than acceptable first impressions when eating and are deciding to never come back after they become sick. Why would they risk getting sick again if they could simply choose to eat somewhere else? This combination of lack of customer service and little care for quality food is a troublesome combo that overall prevents people from wanting to take their family and friends to this restaurant. This lack of spreading awareness and promoting through conversation only further harms the image of grazing here. One customer had brought family from Texas to the restaurant only to have a terrible experience. Now, any of the other family members who ever visit Georgia again would likely refuse on attending the same restaurant. Losing out on this way of promoting business could be the last straw that breaks the camel's back. I took the time to develop a SWOT analysis chart to provide an overview of what we have discussed today. We can see here the strengths and weaknesses that exist within the establishment, along with the opportunities that can be capitalized on to prevent the threats from harming business any further. In summary, we have reached a point in time where it is nearly impossible for a bad experience to go unnoticed. There exist platforms with thousands of users for the sole purpose of sharing their experiences. Considering this, we here at Review Sage have become to understand the importance of making every review its best. With every experience made into 5 stars, your popularity skyrockets with both the customers and your community. Improving the quality of food, customer service, and method of team collaboration will allow for your live music and family-rich environment to truly knock the socks off your competitors. I have wholeheartedly enjoyed the experience of taking your restaurant to a 5-star level of service, and thank you for allowing me the opportunity of assisting your family. We are always happy to take your call, and if you ever need to contact us, don't hesitate to ask. Give us a call at 555-123-4567, or personally email me at agilmore@reviewsage.com. If we have any questions or concerns and can't reach us, you can find our webpage at reviewsage.com. I provided you all with a business card with all of our contact information. That way, you can always keep us in your back pocket. Also, if you refer a friend and we help them, we'll personally treat you to a lunch on us. Thank you for your time, and I hope you have a 5-star experience.